Everyone has heard the slogan, "You are what you eat." While this is true, eating some Brussels sprouts does not make me a Brussels sprout. However, what it does do is it allows me to know that I'm putting nutrients in my body, and I know what I'm eating. I know that it's healthy, I know that it's a vegetable, and it's not processed. This information is what you cannot get when you eat at places such as Burger King or Quiznos or Taco Bell or Sonic. Anything like that, you have absolutely no idea what you're putting into your body, no matter how good it may taste. This is one of the reasons why I love cooking at home and why I love using fresh ingredients, a lot of vegetables, fruit, meats, and try to stay away from processed foods. I believe everyone should cook at home because it allows you to make better eating choices, which is huge. It makes you healthier. You know what you're putting into your body, and you know that it's either healthy or it's not, because you can know that it's a vegetable, or you can know that it's a processed bag of noodles. And it also saves you a ton of money, which I know as college students, that's huge for us. Cooking at home means making better eating choices. MedicineNet.com says that our choice of foods has a major impact on our health and the health of our families. Cooking healthier with fresher ingredients and a lot of vegetables and just natural foods improves your health physically and mentally. You'll have a lot more energy, which I think is so important. I wake up at 6 every day for work, and obviously I'm tired and I need caffeine, so rather than drinking a Red Bull, which I happen to really love, I try to drink green tea because it's naturally caffeinated. So when you pay attention to things like that and you try to go more towards the natural side of things, it allows you to cut out a lot more bad things, even if it's just one drink like a Red Bull. So being mindful is a huge part of making better eating choices as well. You'll be driven by what's better for you rather than hunger. I've been married for 2 months now, and I've cooked way more than I ever have in my life. And I've found that the more I cook with better ingredients that are healthier for me, the more I enjoy it. And yeah, I have days where I'm so hungry that I would eat a raw bag of macaroni. And those are the cases where you can splurge and go to Chipotle, because that's my favorite healthy fast food place. But it allows you to think about what you're eating rather than just saying, "Oh, I want a hamburger," and getting some big juicy burger sitting down in front of you, but you have no idea where it came from. I guarantee you that fresh green beans look a lot more appetizing than ones that are canned. And the good thing about this is I know these are just green beans, and I don't have to wonder, is there preservatives, are there additives? But when you buy a can, the good thing is there is an ingredient label, so that helps. But you're basically just reading all these natural products that you're putting into your body. And so when you look at the two, which one would you rather eat more? I found that farmers markets are an incredible source of fresh ingredients. I live in Frisco, and there's a huge one every Saturday that's just fantastic. Knowing what's in your food is a big part of why you should cook at home. Like I said, I know that those green beans are only green beans and they're natural. You know what's going into it. You don't have to go to a restaurant and wonder, like, oh, these french fries that I'm getting, is it actual raw potato? Or when you go to KFC and you get mashed potatoes that are actually made with powder, it doesn't sound very appetizing. Even if you decide to buy processed food at the grocery store, like the can of green beans, like I said, there's an ingredients list on the back so you can see. And I'm not saying that all canned things are bad, but you're able to know what's actually in it. I just prefer to buy the fresher things. And Kathy Fisher, she's a chef and a culinary teacher. On her blog, she talks about how it's incredibly important to always check the ingredients label when you do buy processed foods, because you'd be really surprised at what's not or is in there. Knowing what you're putting into your body, for me, creates such a sense of security. I'm very conscious about that, and I have a sense of appreciation for the food I'm eating, because I love a hamburger just as much as the next person, but I don't feel good after I eat it, and I think that's important. Cooking your own food saves so much money. Whenever I got married, it's kind of hectic trying to get into a routine at first, and so we decided we were going to start cooking more, and so we started meal planning. And it is amazing how much money you can spend if you just go to the grocery store, spend $70 on groceries for the next 2 weeks, rather than the two of you or whoever else eating out every single night. It's an incredible difference that we've noticed. Forbes.com says that comparing serving size, weight, or nutritional content, home-cooked meals come out ahead in price. Because a lot of times you hear people say, like, oh, well, I can go get, like, the dollar meal or value meal at McDonald's, and it's way cheaper. While that may be true, what you're putting into your body is cheaper. The quality is not even comparable, and to me, I would rather feel so much better and have way more energy than saving a few dollars a month and eating at McDonald's. Eating takeout for lunch each workday can cost up to $3,000 a year, according to Tessa Miller, who is a food blogger at lifehacker.com. Especially as college students, I feel like we can really relate to that amount of money being saved. Like, what could you do with an extra $3,000 a year that you just used because you stopped eating out? And a really good way to stop eating out is cooking at home, because you can create portion sizes of your recipes and your meals so that you allot extra, so you have some for lunch for the next day or even the next few days. And also, cooking a large meal and then freezing them into individual meals is a great way, and those can be used for the nights that you would normally eat out because you don't have time or you're too tired. And like I said, meal planning is just an additive way to save even more money by cooking at home. So while you are definitely what you eat, and indirectly or directly, knowing what you're putting into your body and knowing that you can save a ton of money and feeling better about yourself, I believe are such strong reasons to start cooking at home more. And while that's not to say you can't eat out ever, which you can, it's just smarter and healthier to cook at home, even if you're not that great. That's what recipes are for. So cook at home and be full of good food and not full of regret.